Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Popped In, your home for all things pop culture. And it's been a good minute since I've done a video, and this one's going to be different than anything I've done before because we're going to be going through um, comic books that I got today. So, heads up, I'm not huge, or I'm pretty new to getting comics. There's a while, like back in 2015, where I was getting the new Star Wars comics, but that was the most I ever really got into buying new comics as they came out. I had some growing up as a kid, but never a ton. And so the last month or two, I've been getting some more, finding some new series to check out, but I'm not fully back into it yet. So if you guys do have any suggestions on series to check out that are either new or something, if it's Marvel, DC, an indie series, whatever, just let me know because it'll help me out and help me find some new things to get. But yeah, so I went to two comic stores because there's only really two around me. One of them, the main one I go to, was in the midst of putting out their stuff and pulling it for people's pull lists. So they didn't have anything new out, but they had some newer stuff that I did pick up. Then there's another one that I'd never been to before. That's where I got a couple. Whoa, my camera. That's where I got a couple new issues actually, like that released today or today when I'm recording this. But yeah, so I'll stop with my rambling and just show you what I got. So I'm gonna start out with the new stuff because that's probably what y'all care about. But yeah, so the first shop after I bought my stuff, he handed me the free previews, which I'll be honest, I didn't know was free, and I wasn't gonna get it because I was like, why would I pay for something with previews? But then, kind of self-explanatory, the free previews. But he handed it to me, and yeah, there's some cool stuff in here. It just gives you a bit of previews of the artwork of some series and stuff coming out in February and April for Marvel. And yeah, hopefully I can remember that. And if there's some things in there that I want, I'll pick up in the future. But heads up, I am a big Batman fan. And there's a couple new Batman series or newer Batman series that I saw were coming out, and I didn't have any of. And one is Batman Dark Patterns. They did not have issue one, but I went ahead and got number two and number three, which is the one that released today. So I'm going to try and pick up number one at some point in the near future so I can go and start reading that because, like I said, I love Batman. He's my favorite comic character, probably my favorite fictional character. Um, and so, yeah, and I've heard that it's pretty cool, like a throwback kind of to the 90s era of Batman, more of a crime story. So, definitely sounds up my alley. But then on the Marvel side of things, I got One World Under Doom number one. This is kind of awkward. I'll figure out eventually my camera angle and setup and stuff because I'm kind of having to do this on the fly. So when I do more of these, I will hopefully have better equipment and stuff in the future. But we got One World Under Doom number one. This is like a limited series that leads into the event for Marvel of the Year. So I went ahead and picked that one up. And then Star Wars Inquisitors number one. I think the series might be either over or almost over, but I wanted to try and get it before it becomes harder to find. I don't know how hard to find some of these Marvel Star Wars series are because, like I said, I'm kind of just getting back into it. But that was my biggest gripe with like Star Wars comics right now is most of them are just either High Republic, which I haven't really gotten into, and they're like three series in already. It's either High Republic, the main line, which is just finished, so I don't want to get into that. I will just wait till the new one starts in May. And pretty much everything else just seems to be a adaptation of one of the Disney Plus shows or something, which not really my cup of tea. So yeah, I went and picked up issue one of Inquisitors. I think there's four or five out. So yeah, I got that to start that series. Then we have Absolute Batman. I have number one, a later printing because the first printing is harder to get. But I went at actually no, this is all I got at the first comic shop that I went to. So yeah, these are the only like new issues that were released today that I picked up. There's a couple more I wanted to get. The Green Lantern Corps. There is a new Star Wars series from Dark Horse that I want to pick up, but they didn't have any of those. So yeah. But Absolute Batman, this is the main shop I go to. Like I said, they're putting out their new stuff, pulling it for people's pull list. So I was like, you know what? I'll just look at some more back issues that I could get to fill in some gaps in my collection. And one of those is Absolute Batman. Number 2, like I said, I have number 1. I believe the 4th printing of that. So I know this is the main Batman series going on right now, and I wanted to kind of get in on that before the later issues get harder to find, like number 1 is right now. But yeah, then the Battle of Jakku is like the Star Wars uh, maxi series, I guess, that's kind of going on right now. I have 1, 2, and 4. I didn't have 3, so I picked that one up. So I have the first 4, and that the Insurgency Rising arc. So I can get to reading those. Then I went ahead and got All New Venom number 1. I believe they're on issue 3. I think that may have come out today. So I went ahead and picked up number 1 to kind of get into that series. And I actually read this one already, and it was pretty good. I like the cast of characters we got. I was a bit lost because, like I said, I've been out of comics for a while, and like I knew Luke Cage, I knew, of course, Venom, but it's a different type of Venom. But like a lot of other people were new, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of lost, but I really liked it, and I look forward to picking up more. Then we got this Green Lantern, Green Arrow, World's Finest Special. I just saw this. I wanted to get the Green Lantern Corps comic that came out today, but I didn't see it anywhere. Ignore my cats if you can hear them, because they hate when I'm in a room without them. But yeah, I picked up this special. I believe it's just a one-shot. That's what it looks like to me. But it looked pretty cool, and picked that one up because I want to get into more. Because on the Marvel side, I love Spider-Man and Captain America and stuff. On the DC side, I'm a huge Batman fan. I want to try and branch out from just the same old uh, like storylines and characters and stuff. So this is the start of that, and hopefully I can get into it more. But so that is all the newer stuff that I got. Like I said, kind of new to the whole game. There's a lot of series that I'm not aware of, don't know if they're good or bad. I don't want to just buy a bunch of stuff. I'm kind of trying to be selective, but also branching out. So if you guys do have recommendations for new series to check out, be sure to tell me because I'd love to check them out and talk to them, or not talk to them, talk to you guys about them. But yeah, so then my main comic store I go to also has a bunch of dollar bins. That's where I've been kind of filling out my collection in certain spots. And I got, I believe, 30. I think I went in and said, I want to get 30 issues today. And I did. So it's kind of a variety. You guys can kind of see what I'm going for in my collection with this. So yeah. So we have Amazing Spider-Man. This is annual 27. Like I said, love Spider-Man. So I'm trying to pick up as many of his issues as I can. Then we have Batman number 519. This is the, what is this, 90s, I believe, era of Batman. I've been picking up a lot of Batman lately. Like I've a couple hundred, probably the last couple weeks since I've been going and getting into comics again. As you can see, there's still more. And I sorted these all into alphabetical order. So yeah, so we got Batman number 597, Batman number 653. Cool cover there. Then we have Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. I've got a ton of this series as well. Number 95. Then Shadow of the Bat, another one I have a few of. This is number 25. A cool cover with, I believe that's Azrael. I think, or it may just be Batman in another suit. I don't know. Like I said, I know a bit about Batman from like the animated series, the games, the movies and stuff, but never gotten big into reading the comics. So that's why I'm kind of wanting to branch out so I can learn more about even characters like Batman, who I love and don't know a ton about. Then we got Daredevil. I like Daredevil as well. I've been trying to get some of the older stuff of his. So we got 204. This is kind of a rough copy, and that's the thing. I'm not made of money, so I kind of have to be selective with what I buy, like I said. And I don't really want to go and pay, $5, $10 right now for just issues of series. Like if I can find a good one, then yeah. But like, if I can get it for $1 and hold off till I find a better one for relatively cheap, then I'm fine with that. So like I said, number 204 of Daredevil, and we also got number 298. Cool cover with Nick Fury. Then we have Detective Comics number 770. Interesting design there. This person has a big schnoz on their face, so I don't know what that's about. But we have Detective Comics number 851. Interesting cover there. Then we have Fantastic Four number 269. Again, trying to just branch out, get some more comics of different, like more of the classic Marvel stuff. I know this is later in Fantastic Four, but you know, for $1, I figure why not. Then this one here looked interesting. Fantastic Four: Unstable Molecules. I got this and I actually read this. It's a bit weird. It's like a alternate take on the Fantastic Four, so they don't have powers and stuff. So like Reed Richards is just a scientist. I guess Sue Storm is like a stay-at-home, not mom, but wife, I guess. Johnny Storm is a teenager getting bullied and stuff, so kind of weird. Not what I was expecting, but hey, I have it now. Guardians of the Galaxy number 17. It's cool to see these old Guardian stuff that's like nothing like what we expect now that we've got the movies, but got number 17 and number 28 right there. Then we got Guardians Team Up. This is a newer comic. Pretty cool. I was trying to figure out, I believe that's Gamora. Kind of a, darker image in the back. We've got Nightcrawler in here, so that's cool. We've got Iron Man number 180. Like I said, this is kind of awkward to be showing y'all the covers because it's a bad angle. So my apologies, but hopefully I can get that figured out in the near future. Then we got this mini series of Red Tornado. Don't know much about him. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, so I got the whole run. But just an older looking DC series from 85. I could get the whole thing. I just realized we got Jon Stewart in here. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I don't know much about Red Tornado. I know he was in Justice League, but I never watched the episodes with him. Then we got Robin 2, number 3. They have a ton of variants, like these foil Joker cards or something on there. But yeah, there's Robin, then Robin 2, then Robin 3. I've got a couple of each one. So yeah, then we got The Shadows, another series. I actually read a couple of these back in the day. Couldn't tell you what they're about now, but kind of a more detective noir kind of series. Kind of like how Batman started out originally, but this dude just goes blasting people with guns and stuff. Pretty cool. But this is the 1987 run by, what's his name? Andrew Helfer, I believe. Trying to find his name. Yeah, Andrew Helfer. This is number 1 of that series. And number 4. Interesting looking guy there. Then the last stuff, we got a ton of X-Men that I got. I could have got a 10 more, but like I said, I wanted to limit myself to 30, so I just got some of the older stuff. So there's X-Men 191, 200, which kind of a faded looking copy, but it's a cooler cover, an older one, and I figured, you know what, for $1, why not? Then we got 245, then Annual 18, Sabretooth looking kind of crazy there. I guess that's Sabretooth, I don't know. And then we got a couple more of these. I wasn't going to get them at first, but I was like, you know what? With how hard it is going to be to get the original X-Men, I figured I'd go and pick them up. But the X-Men Classic series, so I got number 50, number 53, and number 81. Cool cover there. But yeah, I figured, how expensive the original X-Men comics are going to be. I'll just get the classic. Or at least I believe I'm correct in thinking, okay, yeah. So this was, okay, I guess I was wrong. So this is originally X-Men 177. Okay, I thought these were actually, I thought this was actually X-Men 53, just a reprint. So I guess I was wrong there, so I might have just bought some that I already had, but whatever. I'll figure out as I get into my collection. That's the kind of thing. I don't know a lot of this stuff, so I figure it out as I go along and learn some things along the way. And then the last couple comics I got was a local thrift antique store. They had some dollar comics. These aren't all in great condition, but I was just looking. I figured, you know what? Why not fill some holes for now? So there's a Daredevil. I think this is the second run from the 90s or something. It's kind of got some water damage and stuff, but I was like, you know what? It's Daredevil. Why not? Number 14. Then we got this series called Extraordinary X-Men. It was newer. They had numbers 2 through 4. So I went ahead and got those. We got Ultimate Daredevil and Elektra. This is number 4. This is a 4-issue series. So I could try and get some of the Ultimate stuff as I find it. So I picked that one up. Then we got Avengers. This one, as you can see, is in kind of rough shape. Not kind of, very rough shape. But again, $1 to have it until I find another better copy. it's kind of worth it to me. So number 242. We have this old Superman, my oldest Superman. I don't have a ton of Superman stuff because, like I said, I'm more of a Batman guy. But, you know, I'm kind of getting hyped for the new Superman movie, so I'd like to find some more stuff of his. And this is kind of old, from 1977, number 317. I don't know if I said that, so pretty cool. They had another old Superman, but the cover was ripped off, and I'm not that cheap to buy a ripped off cover comic. So, yeah, then we got Flash Gordon. Again, kind of awkward. But Flash Gordon number 4, this is the DC run. It was in nice condition, came in the bag and board. So I figured, why not for $1? So yeah, that's the stack of comics that I got today. Yeah, most of it not new stuff, but you know, for someone starting out building up their collection, I'm pretty happy with what I got, and I'm excited to build my collection further. So as I said, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. It's kind of all over the place, awkward as heck trying to record this from my desk here with a makeshift tripod because I don't have one. But like I said, if you guys want to see more videos like this, I can certainly work on that to try and make it better. And this was kind of just a spur of the moment thing. I figured, you know what, I'll show you guys comics I picked up. And like I said earlier, if you guys can think of any series that would be good for me to start or pick up, be sure to let me know. And if you guys want me to talk about any of these in particular as I read them, you can just let me know. And I'd like to do more videos talking about comics and other stuff because I want to help this channel thrive and kind of get it back up and running again. But yeah, I guess we shall see. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video and seeing what I picked up. If there's anything, like I said, you would want me to make a video about, be sure to let me know and I can do my best. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.